Hello. Right then, Jack. I just spoke to your dad, and he said you need to learn to tune a guitar, and I said you need to learn. My camera's moving. Ooh. You need to learn the basic chord shapes. I'm going to show you how to tune the guitar. You've got to learn to do it. You can get guitar tuners, but you've got to learn to do it, because when you come further down the road in your guitar and you try and transcribe music, i.e. listen to a song and try and emulate that song back by ear alone, if you can't even recognise to tune a note on the guitar, which is probably the most basic, recognisable, the first step, if you like, onto listening to a guitar, then you've got no chance. So I'll show you how to tune it, and I'm going to show you what chords are and a chord chart, and show you a bit of strumming to get your wrist moving a bit. Right, to tune it, what you're going to do is, so my guitar now is out of tune. You put your finger on the fifth and you're going to try and tune it to the string below. They sound nothing like each other. Now they sound the same. So on the fifth above, and then pick that string and then the string below. And you want to get them sounding the same. You're going to follow that down. If you listen to the next string, they sound the same. Yeah. When you get down to this third string, you'll notice it sounds wrong. You drop down to the fourth and tune it to the fourth, then back to the fifth. Here they sound the same. If I drop it out of tune, you can hear two strings. When it's in tune, you can only hear one. Well, you can hear two, but you recognise the sounds sound the same. Right, your basic chords, they're difficult to learn, and it feels like it's never going to happen to start with. That's the chord chart. You download them off the internet, free printable guitar chord chart. It shows you where your fingers go on the black dots, and the strings you should play and the strings you should leave out. Try to leave out the strings you shouldn't, because once you pick up bad habits and strumming on the strings you shouldn't, it's difficult to not. But like I say, to start with, it feels impossible. And what you've got to do, if you can learn a G, a C, a D, an E minor and an A minor, there's an endless amount of songs that I could teach you. You run out of memory before you'd run out of songs to start with. They'll get you going, and they are quite simple to do. They take a bit of practice, but when you're strumming them, if you can keep a strumming pattern going, even if you like mess up, still keep strumming. Yeah. So you get used to strumming and not breaking away when you make the next chord. Look, I'll go from G, I'm not in the D, but I'm still strumming, and then I'll go into just put the D on. Even if you have to like bind your fingers, just keep going. What else? Strumming itself, you need to get like a pendulum motion going in your wrist. You can do it dead the strings, and just cause to start with, I know you like it, it doesn't want to go. And the other way I do it, a lot of people say that you should learn straight and that, but what I used was just giving the guitar a good old thrash, really. You get all sorts of horrible tones ringing out, and some will sound okay, some will sound quite good, and you'll start to just get that wrist action moving up and down. Yeah. So they're really, you need to learn those steps, get that pendulum action going, get some basic chords down, and learn to tune the guitar so you've got an ear for recognising a note of some description to start, and you'll start to pick up a feel for the whole instrument rather than just learning bits like the White Stripes. you won't progress very far if you just stick to that. I know you want to impress your girlfriend with some new tunes, so get on it. And if you've got any problems or questions, just send me a message on it and I'll try and work them out for you. Bye for now.